Stuart, I have a question. Sometimes I feel like, for example, this class was very strong for me. Is it because I was more open, or it is something to do with my teacher sending more strong energies?
Well, these classes, every one of them is very strong. Every one of them is, I mean, especially in the last few weeks, I mean, they're going to a depth of intensity that I've never realized before in my life. And the more you open inside, the deeper you go inside yourself, the deeper your need is inside, the more of this energy you're going to be able to absorb. I mean, I don't think one of them, yeah, I guess some of my classes are stronger, some of them are weak, but every one of them is pretty intense. And all you have to do is open inside, just relax your head, stay centered, open inside, and the Shakti will just go into each and every one of the chakras, and it'll really help you to develop a very strong inner life. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I mean, the more open you are, the more you're going to absorb. And the more open I am, the more of this energy is going to flow. But I'm telling you, in the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, a month, this has been, certainly been knocking the hell out of me. After these classes, I got to lie down for 20 minutes just to absorb the energy of these classes. So maybe you're starting to tune in to the intensity of this energy, which is very good, and just keep taking it in and letting it work on you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question?
I'll ask you, Stuart, can you talk about staying focused when there's discomfort in the body, pain and discomfort in the body, about staying focused?
Look, you basically have no choice. I mean, the pain, discomfort in your body is just a reminder, that you have to get more focused in the hara. And once you can get more focused, you'll stop feeding the pain and discomfort in the body with your head. Your thoughts will stop going there. You'll be able to detach yourself from it. And generally, it really dissolves and goes away. So much of our pain grows because we feed it. We feed it with our mind. We send energy there. And the pain, the discomfort gets more inside us. But keeping centered in the chakra below the navel, will help that pain to diminish. And in many cases, it'll just disappear. Same thing with an itch, with if a fly lands on your nose, doesn't matter. If you get more focused, all of these things come and go. A lot of illness grows because we spend so much time in our minds focusing on it and feeding it, instead of detaching ourselves from it and letting the body do its thing, which is usually pretty good at healing us of most problems. So by just learning how to stay centered during the class, we'll teach you how to do that the rest of the day. There's always going to be pain. There's always going to be discomfort in people, and we need to learn how to detach ourselves from it and not allow it to dominate us and take over, and not feed it with our heads, with our thoughts, with our thinking. Instead of focusing on the hara, where all that energy is going in the area where there's pain, and it gets bigger. I mean, it's a good idea when you have pain to starve it to death, don't feed it. And the pain disintegrates, it goes away. Not always, but very often it certainly diminishes. It also is a good lesson on how to get really centered inside, how to get stronger inside, how to build, a chakra system that gives you a connection with spirit, because you're no longer focusing on all the things that are wrong with you, the pain, the unhappiness, the discomfort, the depression, the anger, blah, 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 blah. I mean, all of that soap opera that goes on inside people. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Wendy.
Stuart, you mentioned lying down for 20 minutes after class to absorb the energy.
Yeah.
Do you recommend that we do that? And do you have any other tips that we can do in the evening to best absorb the energy?
That's a good tip. Look, I'll say it again. Look, yesterday was probably one of the most powerful days I ever lived in my life. The energy was so strong and so deep. Even after the afternoon class that I did in Europe and the Middle East, I told everyone, nobody could move. People couldn't even ask a question. The energy was so strong. And I just told them all after the class, just go lie down for 20 minutes. Absorb the energy. Don't have to go talk to your family, your neighbors, or this one. Just go lie down and absorb the energy. It's a very good way. You take 10 minutes, 20 minutes of just lying there and letting that energy work on you and absorb inside your system. It's an incredible way to preserve it, to conserve it, to allow it to truly build you inside. Nothing is more important, actually, because when that energy builds inside you, then you can take care of all these other things. And I think this is really important stuff. I know yesterday, I was literally, now I understand so profoundly how Rudy used to feel when I'd see him sitting there stringing beads, or he would tell me I'm incapable of anything today, I really felt like that yesterday, and it was all internal, work, internal drama, internal opening, internal building a connection with God and higher energy. So it's a good idea to just take a break. And what does it amount to? 20 minutes in a day? It's not a lot of time. And if you have a very important appointment, you can wait 20 minutes, really. Does anyone else have a question? Okay. I honestly haven't recovered yet. And I don't know where all this is going to lead, but I'm totally grateful that it's happening, because it's opening up dimensions of inner work that I never dreamed of getting to. And I'm so grateful that this whole thing is manifesting now. And to me, it's just an extraordinary extension of the inner work that we do. And I'm happy, I'm here to pass it on, Hopefully what is taking place inside of me will affect all of you. And it'll take you to a different level in your inner work. And that is the best thing you could do for me. It would be just amazing if that could happen. a lot of it has to do with these in-person classes I'm doing now. And I'm doing so many classes now that it's got to affect the depth of my inner life. And as again, people are welcome to attend them. I know people live far from here, but there are people that are coming to, Stamford, Connecticut, staying at the Amsterdam Hotel, in order to attend these classes. So, it's all changing now, changing in a very profound and very, dramatic way. And I'm very grateful for it. I mean, I think it's been a couple of years of doing these Zoom classes and feeling this kind of intensity with people all over the world. I mean, it's just a very great miracle. So God bless you all. And there'll be a class on Wednesday. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all come to class. And bless you and thank you. I mean, your presence here has done wonders in terms of my growth and everybody else's growth that attends these classes. So bless you and thank you for doing this. I'll see you all hopefully on Wednesday.
Thank you, Stuart. Good night.
Thank you.
All right.
Another great class.
Thank